It is the last day of the Utah legislative session. As lawmakers wrap up their final votes and debates, it's clear this session has been a busy one. We're looking back at some of the most controversial bills to go through the legislature. ABC4's Cade Garner joining us live on Utah's Capitol Hill tonight. Cade, this is something we've been following for weeks now. Talk to us about some of these policies that could soon become law.
Yeah, Glenn, well, from medical care to the Great Salt Lake to a new state flag, every Utahn is likely to be touched and affected in some way, shape, or form by all the newly passed bills. One bill that was met with controversy was House Bill 215. It allows parents to use a voucher worth $8,000 towards their child's education for things like private or homeschooling. It also provides teachers with a raise up to $6,000. But many organizations, like Utah Education Association, opposed it.
We were asked to compromise our values, and we have a long-standing opposition to vouchers.
Along with SB 215, the governor has already signed Senate Bill 16 into law, banning transgender medical care for minors.
I'll say from my heart and the heart of everybody I know here on the Hill, whether they agree with this bill or not, compassion and love are at the base of all of this.
Essentially, kids and teens under the age of 18 will not be able to have gender-affirming surgery, but they will have access to hormone treatments if they are diagnosed with gender dysphoria. The transgender community expressed their strong disapproval for this bill.
It's going to increase demand for telehealth services. It's going to increase demand for out-of-state care, but it's not going to change who these kids are.
House Bill 467 also passed. Under this bill, the state would stop issuing licenses to abortion clinics in May, and those clinics would be prohibited starting in January. It's an effort to move this type of health care to hospitals.
The ACLU of Utah will always view health care as a fundamental right. The right to bodily autonomy is a deeply held and long recognized human and civil right.
The bill also puts more limits on victims of rape or incest. If the governor signs, they will only be able to get an abortion up to 18 weeks of pregnancy. And another bill that just passed creates a Great Salt Lake commissioner who will oversee all the agencies working on the lake, as well as the Great Salt Lake Trust. Over the last few weeks, conservationists and scientists have been saying lawmakers are not doing enough.
If you look at the salt lakes that have been destroyed around the world, what we call success is usually a slowing of the decline. No one has succeeded in turning this around. So that's a big threat to our community. It's also an opportunity for us to be pioneers and demonstrate to the world how we can come together and solve this in a collaborative Utah way.
Now, another bill that's headed to the governor's office makes this the new state flag. And you might be surprised how much controversy this little guy riled up this session. Reporting live from Salt Lake City, Cade Garner, ABC4 News.